Iyalaje Odua once again have words for Olori Mariam. Now, if you have followed over time what has transpired between Iyalaje Odua and Olori Mariam, you understand why when it comes to Olori Mariam, she has special interest. Yes, she has this special interest that one cannot even imagine. So, as the whole matter is on ground right now, Iyalaje Odua is quite interested in the fact that Olori Mariam keeps losing. She once came out to tell Miriam that Miriam should chill and enjoy her life and leave Oluri Naomi out of her palaver because Miriam keeps having Oluri Naomi at heart only proves that she is jealous of Naomi. In fact, she just wants to be Naomi. But what Pastor Jeremiah have always said is that Naomi is Naomi. There is nothing you can do to change the fact that Naomi is Naomi. Even if Naomi does not exist, you cannot be Naomi. God made Naomi to be Naomi. So these women will just have to accept that fact. So Iyalaje Odua and Oluri Miriam have really, really come a long way on this matter. Because supposedly Iyalaje Odua is supposed to be a very good and an understanding friend to Oluri Miriam. But Mariam became quite furious with Iyalaje Odoa on the last attempt Ooni made to bring Naomi back into the palace when Iyalaje Odoa mounted her full support for Olori Mariam. So that was the point where for Olori Naomi, that was the point where Olori Mariam started making statements like the same people who wanted Naomi to leave are the same people who want her to come back. Because according to her, Iyalaje had supported her some time back to make sure that Naomi leaves the palace. And now Iyalaje has a fresh turn all of a sudden to make sure that Naomi returns back into the palace. But if you follow it more detailedly, you would know that Oba Elegushi and his wife, which is Olori Shekina, those two persons have, tried every single thing humanly possible to make sure that Naomi returns back into the palace. And if you want to count people who Miriam wanted to drag into this matter, then that is one among the persons. Because during this period, she was having clashes with the Yalaje Odua. She made sure that she gets to that point of dragging them along. But Olori Shekinat is one person who does not tolerate. When she tells you no, it is no, and don't even try further. And that is what we love her for. The woman is outspoken, she knows what she wants, she knows what she is doing, and she knows exactly what she wants for herself. And for that singular reason, it is indeed a thing to embrace. So that point, she told Miriam, go and fight Iyalaje Odo and leave me alone, because everybody saw how she was fighting her tirelessly. When Miriam attacked her in an event, then later came to give her a contract just to cover up for the wrong she has done. And then Iyalaje Odoa had to tell her that, see, I'm bigger than these things you are doing. They will not work. If I'm supporting Naomi to return back into the palace, if I'm waging in my support, then whatsoever you do would not change the motive I have for all of these things. And it became so clear to Miriam. During that point, Iyalaje Odoa became the enemy Miriam had. And subsequently, we heard of how she has not been in good terms with her. The last time Iyalaje Odoa reached out to her, it was indeed mockery that Iyalaje Odua gave her, because every single thing Iyalaje Odua was telling her was just as a result of mockery. Because all this while, everybody has been on opinion that Miriam, you are enjoying your life. Miriam has lots of businesses that she's doing with the Oni. She has a lot of connections that are, linked to the Oni. So if she could just calm down and enjoy what life has offered to her, it would be better rather than fighting for the things that apparently life will not even give you. So Louis Miriam, who is the boss herself, who always feels she would win, has always kept on dragging and dragging over and over again. And it seems she has bitten more than she can chew, as Iyalaje Odoa has kept on proving to her that she is at the losing end. Yeah, so at this point, Miriam coming out to wage in her support for Naomi's return became a reason for Iyalaje Odoa to, drag her around. And right now, Iyalaje Odoa is telling her that when I asked you to do it, you refused. Right now, you are doing it like you have a gun pointed to your head. Because when Miriam took this decision, Everybody wondered. Everybody was like, how possible is it that Mariam would even come out to make this kind of statement? No, it is not possible. Because we all know Mariam to be a fighter. We know Mariam to be one person who doesn't just stop. Mariam doesn't stop. Mariam makes sure she sees the bottom of this matter, or of a matter, before she quits. And for you to say that Mariam would quit, it is a very fat lie. Mariam doesn't quit. She fights to the end of it all. So as it is right now, Iyalaje Oduwa, who seems to know Miriam so well, is telling her that when you were asked to stop, willingly you didn't. Now you are stopping because what? You will be thrown out. And in fact, she has been thrown out. She went to take over the Lekki mansion. Olori Naomi stopped her because it was under the Ooni's command and demand that she doesn't even try it. Ooni's sister said even sent DSS to go help guide the place so that Miriam would not occupy it. But remember, Miriam was the one bribing these women some time back to turn against their brother. So what would they think of her? A woman who once upon a time wanted to turn you against your brother. Your brother who can provide every single thing for you. Your brother who can give you a life that you desire. That is a person, a woman he married came to turn you against. And right now, Ooni's sisters too have taken a new path, and everybody is really, really happy with this path they have chosen. These women have chosen truth over fallacy. They have chosen truth over fantasy, and they want to deal and bank with the truth. And of course, no matter what happens at the end of the day, the truth remains the truth. And even if you try to hide the truth, my people, there is no way you can hide it. They say the truth is always bitter, but yes, when people get to absorb it, that bitterness will fade away because the truth remains the truth. So as it is right now, no, this is what is up with Miriam. And the Iyalaje Oduwa is saying nothing but the truth. At some point, Miriam had the opportunity to stop. At some point, Miriam had that leverage to stop whatsoever it is that she was doing. But she chose to keep on pushing. This is where they say that what in vain. She was doing every single thing in vain. Like it is a big vanity that she was chasing. But the woman did not see it, so she felt what she was doing is right. She ought to do it. It has to be done, and all of those things. So my people right now know Miriam is at her regret, and the Iyalaje Oduwa is so enjoying every single thing happening because, according to her, she once told Miriam stop, but Miriam didn't stop. So let's just imagine that Miriam had stopped. Who would she have blamed for all her failures and every single thing in her life, if not Olori Naomi? Because these women kept on blaming Naomi every day, every minute, every hour. It is just blame, blame, blame on her life. So my people know now, so this matter, it can't take end up right now. When you tell these women stop, they will tell you no, we can't stop. We'll keep on doing it. And we'll keep on doing it has never ever favored them. We'll keep on doing it has never proven a positive point for them. It has always been a big setback.